it B 30 multiply with 50 centimeter, change it to 50 centimeter. In the case you do not need to modify the option again, because we use the copy function. Okay, add or copy property, so all the property keep the same with the B 30 multiplied with 70 centimeter. And now click on OK. Click on OK. Define section, frame section. Now let's define for the slab section. You can click on the slab 1 to modify the slab section. Now let's check for the strength to make sure your concrete strength between the column to the column from one floor. On one floor we has one layer of the beam and for the slab, so to make sure that concrete around the between those two columns can be received the ultimate strength. So you have to select higher strength of the slab at the ground floor, and you can decrease the strength from the floor to floor. So at the ground floor you have to use the high strength concrete, also with the similar with the column. This one you can use it 45. Okay, and modeling type cell-sin or cell-sig. Cell-sin is different between the deformation. If you use the cell-sin, the deformation and the section is perpendicular with the central axis. Okay, in this one is not perpendicular. The section will be deformed from the centroid. It not remain perpendicular or remain the perpendicular to the neutral axis. So you can use this cell-sig. Is more precise to analyze the design. Now in the case I want to keep in the cell-sin, and the property in the tab you can click and change it to drop. This one for the drop of column, stitch, and read, draft floor, mat, and footing. This one we want to design for the foundation, and this one we want to design for the rough floor slab, roof slab. And click on the slab and the thickness of slab 13 centimeter, 130 millimeter. Click OK. Now modify it. I call it slab 13 centimeter. Click OK. Click OK. And let's save it. Now I call it tall building 30 floor. Save. And define. You can define for the wall section, or you can change it later. Now let's start in this function. It's a one story. If you want to draw all story, when you want to draw in one floor, other floor will be automatically, but they are the same. Now let's start and check. This one we want to start from the beginner level. I want to explain you one by one. You can use the option. The option you have to draw one node to other node, and the option you can quickly draw. If you define already the grid system, you can drag it directly. Now let's check this one. I use the all story when I model it from one node to other node. Yes, you see here the story also model this beam. Now right click and you can use the select and clear selection, or you can use escape key. Escape. This one, when you use all three, one you select one beam, the beam at other floor will be select automatically. You can click on delete. You can click on delete directly, or you can click on edit and delete. This here the story also delete this beam. And if you use the quick drawing beam, click on quick drawing beam, you see the red point at the middle of the beam. This one, so the quick draw beam. The option you can use it quickly when you define the grid system already. This one we has a grid system, and the type you can change the frame, and the section property you can change it to the section we want to model. Now let's say I want to model the concrete beam 30 multiplied with 20 centimeter, and the moment list from the one node to other node we want to use the continue. So this one we model it as continue beam. Now you see here, when you use all story is not the same with the similar story. The similar story is related to this option. Now let's change. I change it to the similar story and click again on the grid line 1. You see here, it is also defined automatically from the basement to the roof. What is different? Now let me change it to the add and modify grid. I change it to the master story. Now I change it to this one as master story 25. So I change it to 25 and 25. Refresh view, okay, and okay. Now click similar story again, okay, and model it for the quick beam again. You see here, this one appear on the similar story with the story 32, and this one we have another new master story. So this one is not model. It skipped from the floor 25, 24, 23 and 22. Now let's come back and check it. Modify, yeah, 25, 24, 23. We have another new master story. So the option we can define it separate the master story if you want to model it from one floor to different other floor. In this one, if you want to reduce column from the now let's say every 3 floor you want to, or 4 floor you want to reduce the column, so you can use the option to model column from different floor. Click modify and change the master story. Okay, you change it for every 4 floor. Now let's change it. Yes, so in this one you can keep it the same with the story 4. So after you model it the same with the story 4, from story 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same, and you can add for other new similar story 5, 6, 7 is the same with the story 8 or story 9. So you can split it in different way to model it quickly and effectively in Etabs. Now in the tutorial we do not focus about this one. We just show you about how you can use the option and help you very helpful. Now I click on no and use the master story with the same rows 32. We want to keep it the same 32. We just to highlight and show you about how you can do the option. No, you the story 32 the same. 32, this one is the master story. In the actual model you have to change it from every 4 floor and 5 floor. You have to add the master story. In this model you have basement 1 and basement 2. You want to model it differently, you can add other master story in the floor. Refresh view, click on OK. Now let's check about this option for the quick draw column. This one we want to quickly draw when we define the grid at the intersection between grid and grid. You can drag this option, will be automatically create the column at the intersection grid. Now let me change to the one story. Now I want to only model at the story of the 32 floor. Let's check, click on the quick draw, and you can change the property here, change from the stair section to the column section and click. Okay, you see here the column show only at the floor 32. If you the all story, again click. This one will be start from the ground floor or for the basement floor to the top roof. All the story in the software will be modeled at the same, and you can change it to the similar story again. Click it. Because we use the master story at the floor 32, the story is the same with the floor 32. Now you see here we model at the floor 32. Now let's come back. Now let go down to the other floor. Okay, plane, change it to 31, apply. Okay, now you see here the floor 31. Click on the similar story. Yeah, it's the same. We have one similar story, is the story 32, and other story with the same with the story 32. Okay, this one quick model, you can model it quickly. And for the rotation, you can change it, the rotation of the section. Now this one I want to use it the moment between the column and column, the continuous column. So the release is the continuous. And for the angle, you can change it to 90 degree. So the section is rotate 90 degree. You can do it the same. Yes. And for this one we use the quick draw secondary beam. Now let's check. I want to draw beam. Okay, from here to here, from here to here, drag it. Yes, or beam create. In this case I want to create the secondary beam, and click on secondary beam and you change it to the beam section. Now you see here there are 3 beams. Unthrow beam is 3 parallel to Y. Okay, the global axis Y. You can change it to parallel to the edge. Now let's see here. This one change the number of beam is 3 and parallel with the edge direction. You can change it to 2. Now only 2 beam parallel in each direction, or the one grid to other grid. You can change. Now I change it to 1, and the parallel we change it to Y. Okay, you can use the option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now we complete for the main beam and for the sub beam. And for the column, after you model and you want to change the column rotation, you can edit it. Now click on this one. I want to rotate it. Okay, I want to rotate it. So you can use assign frame local axis, and you can rotate it by angle. You can rotate the angle 90 degree. Click on modify. You see here the section rotate 90 degree. But in EC2 and lazy design, you have to keep all the sign or the local axis with the same sign. This one, the local axis, you can check about local axis 1 and local axis 2, or the section you want to keep it the same. Too easy to understand about the moment and shear force. Now this one, okay. And click on the quick draw press. You have to draw a pressing system for steel structure. This one we do not use the pressing system, we use the wall system with the moment frame system in the building. And this one for the draw floor or wall, you can use the option to draw wall and floor. If you want to draw it manually, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Now let's check 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you want to model it manually, you can use the option. Now I just show you how you can use the option. Modify, enter. Okay, you see here, this way you can model it manually. Click one point to other point. Now click on it, click on delete, edit, delete. And this one we use the quick draw floor or wall. Click on the quick draw floor, and the property you can change it to 13 centimeter. Okay, use the window select. Now let's check for the other view. For the perspective view, it also update. Okay, this is how you can draw the component in Etabs. Save it, and now let's continue to the draw wall stack elevation 3D. You can click on the icon, or you can click on draw and click on draw slab, draw slab panel. Sorry, again, draw yes, this one, draw wall stack. Okay, you can select single wall, you can select C wall, another wall type available in the default. You can click on it, and you can change the dimension, change the height, change the width, and change the number of core, and you can change it. Okay, this one is 3. Now you can change it to 4, to 5, as you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 core. Now let's come back. You can also use the option. Click on the icon draw wall stack is the same, and click on this wall, and we keep this dimension, and we change the wall thickness to 500, 500, 500, and 500, and opening. Okay, this is the opening, and the opening width we use is 1.6, and height is 2.2. yes, it's correct. Now click OK, drag and drop it. Okay, this one. Now you can find the location, drag and drop.